There are 300 churches in Illinois, and that's just our denomination, not counting all the other ones. 300 churches in Illinois that could close their doors tomorrow and no one would be surprised because they have 8 people going or they have 12 people going. That's it. What in the world does that do to our communities? What does it do to our counties or our state or our nation? At the end of the day, you got to ask yourself a question. Is the decline in churches, the death of churches, is that because God is not who he said he is? Scripture doesn't really work. Stuff like that. Or is that because the church, decades ago, maybe generations ago, stopped being the church? You may not realize this, but inside of this plump body of mine used to be a well-oiled machine. Nothing but muscle. Fast, strong. Some words. I'm still handsome, but the rest of it's kind of gone. You know what I mean? Did that happen overnight? So if you looked at me and you said, Tim is in decline, when did that decision get made? Because there's a day I worked out every day, sometimes multiple times a day. I ran. I may have been motivated by my sport I played or whatever the reason would have been. But the motivation that I had kept me in the position I was in. Does that make sense to you? Right? At some place, I lost my motivation for that. My life got changed. I got a little busier. And I didn't work out every day. And over a period of years, decades, my body went from what it was to what it is. Now think about that from a church perspective. The local church is in its heyday, doing great, reaching people. And then decades later, a church is in decline, struggling with 12 people, talking about closing its doors. How did that happen? Back here, there are decisions that get made. There's the decision of, I'm not going to work out every day anymore. Or there's the decision of, I'm going to, but I just never do. You know how we, don't raise your hand and admit to this. You know how we're always going to lose weight, and we're always going to work out, we're always going to do something different, but we just don't always follow through with that kind of thing. So as a church organization, can't we make the same decisions? We want to reach people, right? We want to see lives change, yeah. We want to go ye therefore to all the world. I mean, every church says that, right? Yeah. Then why didn't it happen? It's decisions. This Tuesday, we have a really important election. I'll be glad when it's over. Obviously, it's been painful for all of us to endure, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Are you ready? The local church has been voting for decades. The local church has been voting for generations. The state of our country, of our state, of our county, of our communities, of our families, is directly related to the failure of the local church.